So I've got this other video going of Tom Holland and Gordon Ramsay bonding over a spicy fried chicken sandwich. I'm not gonna be streaming in time to catch the Amazing Digital Circus premiere, but if I'm in my car for the Amazing Digital Circus premiere, maybe I'll say that. You're asking if you're gay. You see the thumbnail? You see the thumbnail back there? And you're talking about a mini Baltimore airport. Ah, the Baltimore airport is such a good name for a cyberpunk character. And hello to Cheetah Loves Doritos with the dare I say, other forms of drawing water from the ground. Well, indeed, LGBT Amazing Digital Circus Day, indeed. And you're saying, you said you know what I am. Am I gay? I thought I know what you are. You're bisexual, which you can say being gay is something, and you're saying you gotta go. Why didn't you go already? We can't wait. That's all there is. And what's the bad news? And you said you forgot your stylus. I see. I see. I don't suppose I can convince you to reveal the drawing with the fingies arts. No, it's okay. It's okay. I'll see you a different time, I guess. And you were talking about if you need to know. You need to know if you're bisexual. You better go out kissing people. Oh, okay. You say we're all okay, and then possibly okay. So I don't know who was here for the for the last sketch, for the last time we were in this same canvas. Actually, I'm giving myself some psychic damage by looking at that. Little bit of the psychic damage by looking at that. You're saying you'll share an art idea Baltimore airport from the back of the book with the meme that you share with everything. And you're saying everyone's a little queer, but she can't be straight. I'm dumb, she's a lesbian. And then is that freaking Weezer? Is that Weezer? You're saying also you will not message anymore because what you pulled last stream will never come again. My apologies. However, can we, I don't know, bait you back into messaging again? Oh, I'll go into Magdala withdrawals. Oh my gosh. Alright, and then, you ask if it's Weezer, and then I want to scoot this down so it shows my audio levels so that I know when they're not cutting out. And hello to R2D2 Gamer. You're saying you share one too, something about the Boiling Isles and the Owl House. Whoa. Would I be able to... I had like an art idea having to do with the Owl House a little bit, like this morning, but I don't know if I would, be able to make it, you know? You're saying, here's an art idea, Jason Voorhees, draw him now. Well, there we go. That's the title of the stream. Art ideas. And in fact, art ideas can be had. Alright, Magdala is saying, well, since you insisted so much, I can write a bit more. Oh my goodness, I'm saved. I'm saved. Oh my gosh. Hello, Mac is back. Oh my gosh. And then there's Kai saying, I'm finally here for a full ASMR stream. Yes, everyone clap. Well, I mean, is there such a thing as a ASMR clapping? Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. It seems a little bit harsh. It could probably exist. Alright. And then I have the chat in the right place, right? I think so. Ugh. I can't tell if I freaked myself out and didn't get as much sleep. Or if that was just like a guts issue. You're saying you do it with one finger? Just one finger? One finger clapping. Is any of that? Is sort of a flutter on here. And Pumbafo saying, you're saying you clap two fingers against each other. ASMR clapping. Hello to Pumbafo, how are you? Did you hear any of that ASMR style? Oh, okay. So, you're saying don't do it like that. But was it audible? Was it actually audible? Or are the fans on my laptop, really big? Hey, what's new with you, Pumbafo? What's happening this week? Oh my gosh. Like, one mundane thing that I found out, was that you can put two reactions on a text message. Like you could put yours and then another person can put theirs. Because from my experience, I could only have one at a time. Hello, Crystal Palm. How's it going? You're saying, share our ideas, share ideas. Well, the ideas were coming right out, huh? And then we got some hey, and then some meow. The fans of your laptop, you mean you aren't in an airplane? It's believable, isn't it? It's believable, isn't it? Dude. Okay, wait. If I draw, like, loose enough, can I have the full idea? I don't know if R2D2 Gaming is still here, but the full idea that I was having, a little Amity owl house. My goodness, is it almost time to replace this business? Part of this style is chipped off. I didn't think that was going to happen. Okay. Amity owl house. Okay. The vision. If I see it in my head and then draw like loose enough, then is it going to, okay, if I blur my eyes a little, and the shoulders over here, and then the, I don't know, arm is like out, like this way. Oh, right, that's another thing that happened to me this week. I got to see the season premiere of Invincible, and then also I saw the TV Glow. I finally got to see the movie. I saw the TV Glow. Okay, here's this, and then you're, okay, maybe if I'm trying to draw all loosey-goosey, maybe I shouldn't be undoing as much. Okay, go like this, maybe it bumps out a little bit. I don't know, what age of Owl House am I trying to draw? Because I was like listening to old Lorde albums, you know, you'd rather be royals, you know, Lorde, this morning, and imagining, I don't know, some like Owl House fan arts or something to them. Where would the other leg go? Maybe it don't matter. Anyway, what am I missing in the chat? You're talking about you being excited and sleep deprived. When asked if you're excited or high or both. Hey, so I hope your day's going better than, I don't know, last time I saw you. Hey, Will, what's going on? Excited and sleep deprived, okay? You're saying today we digital our circus. If I'm in a position to watch it when it's airing, then I will, but I think I'm going to be in the car. You're saying, remember the times I was freaky? I'm grown up now. I'm too old for that, man. Good times. I'm amazing my digital circus. Still no Revis. Fair, yeah. And you're asking, what's this creepypasta-ass background music? Is it coming through clearly and nicely, at least? Because it's not supposed to be creepypasta. It's supposed to be comfy pasta, as you can see. Perfect for relaxing / studying. Are you relaxing or studying right now? Are you feeling creepy? Alright. And Nipomufo saying you're going salmon and fishing tomorrow and the season just started. Very excited to catch more fishies. How does it work up in your state? Do you also eat the fish? Because I hear about all these people who go fishing but then also release the fish. And then as somebody who's a little hungry for a fish, I'm like, what does that mean, you know? And you're saying, send me the free fishes, oh my. And you're saying, are you sitting on the pasta? How's the pasta comfy? We have to ask the pastafarians about this one, I say. Fish, suspicious fish even. Alright, creator mode, does that make it lag less? I imagine it wouldn't. Gosh, I used OxyClean on my laundry for the first time, and my whole room smells like it. It's not bad, but it's a little bit squeaky. What am I looking at? Okay, I'll keep an eye on the time, because it's gonna be a particularly short stream, I think. Okay. This, just from eyeballing it, this can move down, I think. And Pumafo saying these fresh spawn salmon swimming into the lake. So very good eatings. Very nice. And then Ronan the Shonen, are you giving us some kind of a code? Some kind of a coding from Ronan the Shonen? You're saying backwards message, backwards message, backwards message. Polka dot, polka dot, polka dot, afro. Okay, yeah. What's new with you though? Anything in the realm of the creative? Okay, I think the leg is a little bit bigger. And then I read a webtoon that was 30 episodes or 35 episodes. A group chat without me. That one was cool. It's from 2023, but it's set in 2011 or something. It's been a while since I started a new webtoon with the intention to finish it whatsoever, because I used to really like the ones that go on for 80 chapters, or ideally 200 of them, so that, I don't know, you just like start it on a weekend or something, and that's what you're doing that weekend. And those stories were great and all, but okay, a little bit less leg. The stories were great and all, but I felt like I got right in the middle of too many of them, and so when something's just 35 episodes, then I'm more motivated to finish it. But then, you know, webcomic is very different from all of this, and you've never heard of OxyClean, and then you're saying, wait, which thing am I saying every stream? I know, I was away from the chat for a long time, and then you forgot some cheese, and then you're going to eat really quick. Ooh, stay safe, have fun. Oh god, what is this? I could have been using the fill tool like this all this time. Not what I meant to do. Not what I meant to do. Still, wow. This is a very versatile art program. I'm surprised. I don't know. Like, how many years has this been out, really? I mean, we've been using it for a couple of those now, certainly. But, wow. Move this around. And then you're saying you got the GNU, and then you're saying, so people fish a fish with the pointy fish catcher thing. They perforate the fish face, they take it out of the water, making the fish asphyxiate temporarily, then they release them back. I guess it's nice to birds or something. Birds who eat the fish. But you gotta wonder though, you bonked a fish? Wow, I literally don't know about the different ways to catch a fish, since I have never really lived near a body of water. And in fact, when I would go on vacation to places with a river just casually hanging out in the countryside, I was like, oh my god, is that a real natural river? Oh my god, and nobody put it there? That's freaking crazy. That's the level of desert that I've lived in my entire life. Alright, loose drawing. What have I got? We get some breakdancing apparating right next to walls. And Magdala is saying, you have no water, you'll come back with water and everyone hydrate. That's the message. That's the tea. Alright. Having a vision. Vision of Amity Owl House. Dude. I should have taken the suggestion immediately after, because I don't think R2D2 Gaming like stuck around. Okay. Do I know draw lines? Okay, just make the rough shape of whatever. More forehead, more forehead, more forehead. More back of the skull. Big elf ear. That's what we want. And then, you're saying, God put it there. Wait! Okay. Alright, the river. That's what was putting it there. I thought you meant for a second the fish tools that you're using to bonk the fishes. Oh my gosh, and I'm like, whoa, what church are you going to? that you get some fish implements delivered right from the heavens. I would want to see it. Ooh, okay, we're talking about euthanasia, being more humane, and then you're asking, in the desert, are you in Arizona? I don't know, my time zone is visible sometimes, but in enough streams. Like, I don't really advertise where I am, but I'm like, I'm kind of wondering if I should change that and become a food YouTuber. Because I'm eating out here. What if it was a tax write-off? You ever think about that? What if you had a bunch of little treats, and then it was covered on your taxes? You ever think about that? Think about it a lot every time I'm having a little treat. Then you're talking about New Mexican. Then you're talking about question: how do fish breathe in the water? I've never been good with chemistry, but isn't water apolar and oxygen polar? How does that work? It's been a long time. All I know is that there's if I recall correctly, oxygenated water, and then it flows past the gills, and then the gill is a special implement that lets the oxygen in. Yeah. I don't know if that's totally correct, right? But I think maybe. They're saying they breathe it like look. Perfect. You're saying maybe oxygen was apolar and water was polar. Anyway, the question still stands. Yeah. Wish I remembered any details. They're saying they have the gills that convert the water to swag. Like, oxygen dissolves in the water, but how? I know that it's really easy to kill a fish if you don't oxygenate their water if you're trying to have a pet fish. And hey, Pie saying excited for Mason Digital Circus. Yeah, I'm going places, so I don't think I'll be able to stream a reaction, but if I did, it would be a little bit late or something. I don't know. I'm going out on the town. I'm going out on the town for things. But yeah, it's the second to last episode. Ah, oh my gosh. Second to last episode. And then Gooseworks has not expressed interest in continuing the show further, right? So second to last episode tonight, and then the show ends forever. Think, but hey, you got any theories? How you doing today? Okay, you're saying you're confused and need a higher educated person in the chat about this matter. Well, my education level is not that high. I've just been a biology fan for a couple of things. You're saying I don't go to the bar, I go to the saloon because I'm in the Wild West. Excuse me. Okay, so where can an arm go? Okay, I thought. I thought maybe I could ad-lib this this thing all loosey-goosey style. If I just draw a pose. If I just draw a pose, then maybe I finally have enough I don't know, observation practice to. Well, let's angle your foot at a weird freaking angle. That happens sometimes. That happens to me. I bet I could do this right now. Your legs all covered up. Yeah, that's too much pelvis, isn't it? Oh, I thought I could freestyle something. I wondered if I was at that point yet. But no, I have to come in here and scoop out big chunks of your ass. Anyway. Well, that looks a little bit more like something. You're saying bring us to town, Joe. We'll never get away from home. We need some of the D, the vitamin. I see. It's not just because GeoGuessr stuff. Should I do a location reveal? Should I do my location reveal? Should I be like, yeah, if you're in this town, we're getting lunch? I don't know. The vertical streams make me not want to do that, but the horizontal streams make me be like, it's been long enough. I've had enough years of privacy. Alright, you're saying, also fun fact, Gooseworks is straight up killing all the VAs and watchers after the show ends. And the watchers. Well, what if we... what if I never caught the finale? Or what if I don't know, just caught him at the end of a long and healthy life? Oh my god, how many times do I have to have watched it? You're saying the town better get buckled up, is about to get Jackson. That too, it's about to get jaxed as well. Oh my gosh. You're asking who is Crystal drawing? I think it might be Gus from the Owl House. Oh Jesus, Kirby, hello. Floating down on us. Hello, Curb. Oh my goodness, look at those curves on that curb. Alright, you saying no? Okay, that's 2 votes for no on location reveal. You said get out on the town though. I don't know. It's a cool town. I could become part of the tourism department and being like, get in my town. It has me. Alright, what else was I looking at? Apparently 2 months ago, I decided on purpose to get the top comment on the Brooklyn Coffee Shop web series. You can just decide to do that at any time, honestly. Get a top comment whenever you want to. You can just decide it. Alright, you're saying, what's Crystal draw? And then don't dox yourself. Whoa, my god, that's like 3 votes to not dox myself. Well, I think yeah. Well, you're saying take us out with a blindfold. Bet some of us are even into that. Huh. Okay, I mean, the phone call version of a vertical live stream would be okay for a second. I am going somewhere loud enough that it would give the location away. But yeah, oh god, I almost clicked the vertical live stream and then saw it from the wrong angle where I have so many kids, so many things. But yeah, I mean, I guess if I'm going somewhere less loud, you can be out on that town probably, vertical style. What was I opening up my phone for? Oh yeah, I was gonna take my own reference photo because I tried to draw this pose all loosey-goosey, and I don't like how the body is going. So let's figure that one out. Trying to draw a pose from imagination. Every time I try to do this, it's silly. That's ridiculous. Oh my gosh, I accidentally rolled my dice again. What number did that land on? Oh, my D10 landed on a 2. What does that mean? Okay, the pose that I'm trying to draw, I think it's more compressed than I drew it just from the imagination. Let's get my foots up here, and okay, maybe the maybe the other leg was the way to go, and then I wanted it to be kind of a art of a very quiet and nice moment, which doesn't have to do with the Boiling Isles, but it does have to do with Owl House, because I was imagining it. How many times and how often can the witches visit the human realm and stuff? Alright, so here's okay, just pose one like that, and then can I make one pose as if I'm in a car or something? And you're leaning forward or back when you're in a car? I'll put the other leg over here, one foot up in the vehicle, and then I find another place to put the hand. Alright, what are you talking about? Mafia style? Guess who got into a small car crash? Are you okay? Are you doing okay? You crashed birthday party style? Crashed in birthday style? How many legs did you break? It's very possible to break 3 legs in a car crash. Knock on wood. I hope it doesn't happen. Oh my dear goodness. Not the hiccups. You have 3. Why are you naming cities, Pumbaa? Name more cities. Ask my Ask my freaking vibes. Name more of the cities. Do I give a vibe? Do I give a vibe? And you say I got California vibes. I mean, it would make sense, you know. My grandmama from California, my mama from California, my grandpapa from California, my daddy's family, also California, you know. And then you're saying Magma won't let me connect and draw Kirby. And then I'm being accused of being a gambler or a club girl. I'm being accused of being an extrovert. What even is this? I don't know. It could be true. It could be true. I moved the camera to be a little bit more central, but I do not know it. Do not know if I want that there. Alright, let's look at the photos. And then only one of them has toes in them. And then you're saying, do you not remember the story you told us? And then the one about my first time at a bar, the tipping someone from their it was my singular last dollar bill that can go into stripper underpants waistband. And that was embarrassing because I hurled all the rest of them as much as I could, supporting local artists, as you know, because a burlesque show is different from going to the club, because all of the artists are local and doing it for the love of the game. Okay, you say oh, excuse me. I could have multiple places vibes. Alright, so I've drawn this side profile. It was roughly what I envisioned, but oh nice, it lets me flip it. But this happens sometimes. The actual pose I was trying to draw is way more compressed. So I guess I'll save a version of this. Shrink this on down. Oh, learning. You're saying, I bet you just wanted to touch some cheekies. You know, I think I had my fingers all the way out. As if, I don't know, afraid to get too close, and I mean, like, naturally. But I mean, the cheekies were getting close to me, as one could say, as this is what was happening, okay? You're saying, and you're narrating some Gus for us. No, come on, it's totally a dance pose. You never see the break dancers do that right before they break. Well, I guess I'm not helping your argument, or I am helping your argument. In any case, alright, so that sketch is shrunk down. And, Williams is saying, puts a single dollar bill in the thug of a stripper that slapped that ass. It's his back like a boss, sunglasses and all. Don't spend it all in one place, huh? It didn't go like that. But I'm glad that I can give you comedic visions of such a thing. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, big bucks I gave you. Just for your information. No. Oh, you're saying one time you went to a strip club and found your friend's girlfriend there, like on the stage or off the stage. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then you're saying she's gone. Everything still worked correctly. Oh my gosh. Put that back. And we are drawing. We are doing some arts. It is only a 1 hour stream because I have to skedaddle. But yeah. You say in the private dance room. Okay, so performing. Did you get a dance to? Okay, that's a foul question. That's out of nowhere. But did you though? But did you though? He did. No, your friend didn't. Okay. Shock, drama, intrigue. Oh my god. Okay. You're saying maybe she was there to enjoy the views. Who knows? Okay. I'm just like looking at this and I'm like, well, the implication is someone was performing and then someone or multiple someone else's did not know and it was therefore a surprise. Okay, you say, well, were you to the practice? Okay. And this is the part where I'm not sure. It's impossible for me to tell if you're hamming it up for telling a story with us. If you're embellishing at all a little. Okay. You went for it. Oh my goodness, shocking. Okay, and then you're saying, how dare you? I'll skedaddle if you skedaddle. Oh my, you're saying Puma was the performer. Okay, you better work. Okay, and what else are we doing? Drawing, getting at. It's a very compact sort of a pose. There's the length of the torso, which is almost as big as your big ass thighs. Okay, and then that seems like an accurate sort of reference for this character. Okay, man, I hope today's gonna be alright. You know, I'm trying to have date night. I don't know. He stayed up late though and stuff. I don't know if he's gonna flake. There's a $20 cancellation fee for the free tickets to this thing that I got. I haven't told him about the $20 cancellation fee yet. And I don't know if I could have told him in time either before he stayed up late drinking. Okay. And then you're saying, looking at the post, maybe Gus was the performer. Check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out. And then you're saying, what would you all do if you decide to go to the private dance room and I'm there performing? Probably look at, it would probably, I'm imagining one of those like, you know, many arm dances from India. It is from India, right? All of the arms in the dance, and then that's what's happening. But then you could do that with like multiple heads on your skinny little neck stock. And probably, I mean, all of us would just think we were tripping absolute balls, right? Absolute balls, right? We would, right? Throw some hundreds. Okay, you second guess me. Don't even think about it. All those conjoined curves. Then lure you into being saved like the movie Pretty Woman. You know, I should check if that's available on YouTube anywhere. Pretty woman, looking down the street. The pretty woman, please show me the full movie. And what is that available through? What service is that available through? Come on. Nowhere whatsoever? Nowhere whatsoever. Alright. I've been seeing so many of the... Okay. I've been seeing so many good movies. Just seeing that they are on YouTube for free or otherwise. Oh, I saw the TV Glow was like that. An A24 film in theaters not too long ago. Okay, and I guess by not too long ago, I mean almost a decade ago, because, damn it. But yeah, I finally got to see the famous, queer-coded movie. It's really scary that the main character, like, has to get into the dirt and be buried alive in order to wake up from the fake life and live. But, like, you should just, like, keep it in mind, right? Like, as a retirement plan, getting buried alive, right? Because, I mean, it seemed significant. Alright, what else? What other things am I doing? Wow, I posed in a very square sort of way. A very square sort of fashion. It's like a solid square worth of pie going on. Alright, you're saying you'd be tripping on balls if I saw that consensually. Ow! But alright then. Alright, you're saying, yeah, we get it, you're old grandma. I'm not trying to be old, it just keeps happening. Okay, you're saying you wouldn't dance, not even undressed. You're just sitting there, already naked, eating Cheetos. Oh, wait. How did this sentence start? That's your performance, sitting there naked, eating Cheetos? I mean, somebody would pay for that. Alright, you're saying, if anyone recognizes the notes I drew, you're awesome. Oh my. Cool stuff. Magda saying 10 years ago, basically a fossil. Ah, but that's 2016. Are people... The algorithm is targeting me specifically. They tried to bring back a 2016 fashion trend, and I'm like, surely it has not been long enough for that. Ew. Disgusting. Ah. Alright, so you're talking about play the meme that you just sent to the core server. Oh, okay. I trust you. You will not get me banned from YouTube, correct? Correct? Alright, let's see the memes. Okay, volume up a little bit. And I don't imagine that it should interfere with the... I don't know, probably it's fine to have the tunes going at the same time. If I try to switch between things too soon. Dude. I messed that one up. I messed it up. I keep thinking that I can, that I'm getting any audio whatsoever without having my headphones on. Now I have to load it again. Did that come through clearly for you though? Saying 2016 was 10 years ago, right? Right? Okay, who's old now? And year 0 was 26 years ago, indeed. And then, and then there's asking if things are JoJo's. Nuts. I don't know. I didn't get the audio, so was it JoJo's? It's not funny without audio. That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Let's try extra hard to get the audio. You're saying Jesus is canonically 2026 years old. Happy 2026th birthday. Okay. Now we are going. Once again. Yet again. Dude, wait. That... Okay. The moans were significant. The moans were significant for what reason? There's a little... a little weasel about it. Oh my gosh. Why are you calling Jesus Onk? Why are you... Everyone, get a little meme where you do a little moans. Excellent. This is the mission of today. Oh god, why? Okay. And then there's sort of the top of the torso. But the top of the torso also has this bit of neck. I think I am freaking myself out slightly, wondering if my date is gonna cancel on me just because he's deathly sick and tired. Which normally I would check out the face, which normally I would want to be really understanding of, but if it's from like a hangover and our plans were first, then I'm like less understanding of that. Okay, you're saying, oh, not us personally moaning, just finding a meme with the moans, you see, or maybe not. I don't know what you think. Well, whichever one you find first, I guess. Is it get a little squeaky up in here? Okay. Anyway, so I'm having some face. All right, and do I have a vision for this? I mean, I think so. No, so I've adjusted the position of the head a couple of times. Oh, is this something else that happened since the last stream too? I think so. Wow, I'm really doing proportions. I tried to for the first time in a while, introduce one friend to another friend in the hopes that everybody will love each other so much and get along. Saying, you want me moaning in the Discord while you really are a perv. Now that's an extrapolation, excuse me. And come right back again, because what? Because what? Excuse me. You're saying, oh, file sexual harassment right now. My lawyer will be contacting you to harass me? No, wait. Okay, what else was I doing? This has to be larger and closer to the torso. Saying you should be at your door now. I heard something like lumpily thumping outside my door at that exact second, so it's a little freaky. That's a little freaky unless you like hired my brother as a lawyer. In which case, I feel pretty good about winning the case because he's not a lawyer. Alright, here's asking, why do you want me to mow? This is off the rails. We're not even on the side of the canvas with what do I even call that? California roll schlang, gimbap, I don't know, what do you even call this? Senor sushi? Oh my god. Oh. It just didn't seem like it was gonna be freaky. And Crystal Ball was saying, if we were to do that, would they be posted and watch or listen to this? I mean, one would think so. Actually, my top 2 contenders would be either your life or memes, because this started in the context of sharing some memes. Oh my god, we are getting bonked. We are getting bonked. Oh my god. You're bonking us like the fish. You're saying, is it just me, or are the sound and visual kind of not in sync? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Was it in sync a little bit? What did I do to my camera just now? I closed the flap a little because it comes with a, as you can see, it comes with a cover for the screen. What? Wait, okay. And so it's in sync for Crystal Palm, in sync for Williams, not in sync for Macdella. Alright, well that's completely incomprehensible. I guess there's some going out and going back into the stream. Alright, it makes sense. If I go right in the middle here, does this look like a marvelous haircut? Going straight up into the heavens. Alright, anyway. I'm being instructed to view a little bit more of the sushi fella. Alright. I can do it. There's some bonk happening. Much like the fish. Alright. And you said look at it above the sushi. Above the sushiness? Good lord. Help. It's the Cheetos. Alright. Artist representation. Are all of those an arm or a leg? You gotta ask. It's a little bit nondescript. Oh my gosh. Alright, so, and then there's some bonky with it. Jeez Louise, you drew the sushi and the sushi man. This is honestly kind of a legendary moment. I bet if I made only this part, what's on the screen right now, if I made that the thumbnail for the next one, it would not even be, it wouldn't even be flagged or nothing. The next one is the one where I have to decide whether I'm still streaming on Monday or not. I don't know. I mean, it's spring break or something. So, I mean, I could just take one to adjust. You're saying you're talking about the Looney Tunes iStyle pop. Oh my gosh, perfect. All right, so let's have some more naturalistic. sort of proportions, I think. But then also a cartoon, even if the cartoon is, as the legends say, built kind of thick like that, the head and body ratio is going to be a lot different than an actual human, I think. Alright. Somewhere between full cartoon and full human. You missed Deltarunes. Now that I say that, where is Lotus? I am not sure if I will stream for long enough. 15 more minutes to encounter a Lotus. I do not know. Gosh. The feeder fetish guy sent a little kissy emoji, even though I want to say I'm pretty sure I've sent no signals that's like cool or okay. And so I just sort of sent back the little hand emoji to block it. And then it like lined up really well because they were both underneath a message instead of one after the other. I feel like that's a pretty clear signal. I feel like it's a pretty clear signal. Alright, you get the angry faces. That guy is a freaky McFreakers. I wonder, right? And then, like, since like the second hour that we met, we were trying to plan to go and see a movie. But I was also trying to get like more people to come so that we wouldn't be alone. Alright, what you talking about? You're talking about sleeping, Alpha Rune, Sigma Rune. I gotta replay some of the Deltarune. I think specifically the mic section. And then personally I wanted to replay the Gerson part and get a cool weapon before the next part of the Deltarune comes out. I did sort of reset it to that, so there's not really any way out. Or you're saying, I don't know, man, just tell them to stop. File the restraining order. You have to be firm with that stuff. What do I know? And then we got some Gerson noises. It's good times. Yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see how a person is and stuff, but I guess I do wonder, like, when I've seen enough, you know? When I've seen enough. Alright, well, here's more of this pose. Hopefully I can get more of this pose out, and very cool. Here's the torso, goes that way a little bit. This is a little bit longer than the everything. Thigh kind of like this, kind of like that, kind of over here. Pants can be the same shape as the character. Shoes can be like on the actual car seat in this image. That's the wrong direction. In fun kind of news, I tried to make a little pact with my childhood bestie with the PhD, wait, not PhD, PSYD, because it's like psychological. I tried to make a pact to go on more first dates through the dating app because she specifically keeps I don't know, being avoidant when she like chats with someone and gets to the point of asking or being asked out. Okay, then I'm looking at Amity Blight. Okay, I think he picked up on the friend vibe. He's sending me pictures of a car crash, not one that he's in. But I think he picked up on the friend vibe. You're talking about you being old. You won't defeat Gerson. I gave up after an hour of trying. You have no chance. But I could try for a while, right? Fine. I won't stream it because you distract me. You're off my vibes. I'll just be there for a while. You're talking about as a fact. life advice and shit, but if you don't tell them to stop, people like feigning ignorance, and you gotta put your feet down. I don't know the full repertoire of fetishes this person has. Can't put my foot down too close to them. Alright, you say, or don't listen to me, I guess, just listen to yourself. And you're saying, who sent pictures of a car crash? Little fetish kid, and by fetish kid I mean fetish full of grown adult man who's college age. Alright, okay. Okay, I'm looking up Amity Blight. Amity, really? Blight, but then, older. And then there she is, older, and there's the cool pants and things. Alright. Put it back to some cartoon proportions, but also, what is the shape happening here? Okay, shape in the reference image is going like this, and like this, sort of twisty. And I can crop part of that out. And then, I was saying, personally, I like when they play hard to get, it makes the chase fun. Like when somebody says, you gotta fuck off, you kinda smell weird. And just, like, okay, what's within the realm of playing hard to get? When somebody says, I'm not single, because I'm like going down a list of things that I've thought about saying. Okay, anyway, you could say don't listen to me, and then let's talk about Ascor, and then you're saying you love the hustle, and you're talking about it was a rhetoric question. I mean, what sane person does that? Okay. Well, I guess the question still stands then, because I know which person did it, but still. Okay. I gave away my sandwich to my little brother because Panera Bread gave us a steak instead of a chicken, and I just didn't feel like trying the steak sandwich at the time. It was a chicken sandwich, it was just mislabeled. Who's ringing that doorbell? Who's ringing that doorbell? Some kind of a marketer. Oh. Oh, it was an old guy wearing a t-shirt trying to get us to vote for the mayor. Ooh. Yeah, this mayor has a funny name though. Alright, you're talking about, why do you ring a second time? I thought you were leaving. Is this a different person? Yeah, I have siblings though. One that I've never met but is technically related, and then one that I've grown up with and I'm the older sister of. Alright, you're saying, but yeah, it isn't a playful stop, it's a firm no. Alright. And always take no for an answer, guys. Just use context clues to decide if it's an actual no. Oh. Because in my head, I've been like, if somebody was like me and self-conscious about being old and not having their first kiss, because I was like that for a long time, then, and I felt like I would kiss him, but okay, I'm getting hints that this is not the situation to bring that up. Okay, don't bring that up when homie kinda smelly and doesn't know the boundaries. Okay, talking about Asgore, talking about siblings, talking about a brother. Who do you think I am? Oh my gosh. Wow, trying to imagine if oh man, I missed it. Alright, you're saying kiss yourself, self-love, but not in that way. A little kissy. It's been like 34 days or something. I don't know, one of those amounts of numbers. Basically over a month. Since I got a little kissy. This is intolerable. This is unheard of. Okay. And I can type a note. And then Was it the same person ringing the doorbell a second time? Yeah, it was 2 rings. Wow, I guess that's kind of a determined busker for mayor. You're saying you volunteered to fun. And then there's talk of some holy shading, right? Crystal Palm always seems to come over here with some cash money on the shading, if I may say so. And they're saying that's why you should join the Flesh Church. Infinite self-love. You need nobody else ever. You're making me think I should watch Pluribus. I'm frightened. I'm scared. What happens at Flesh Church? Is it like Jesus Church where they give you a little snack? I feel like that would be great for marketing. Alright, so the other leggy. Oh, no. The other leggy coming out of here. Ending the stream in 5 minutes so that I can make it to various events. I hope my date doesn't flake on me. It feels like I'm always first on the chopping block on his schedule. Okay, get like this and go like this. Like, should I ask him to Venmo the $20 cancellation fee? We weren't really like on those terms before. Alright, Magdala saying, man, I kissed for the first time and it was magical. I think it was neat. And you're saying, oh wait, going on a date? 5 minutes, my god, I have 5 minutes left of life. Oh my gosh. And you're saying, bonks your date, and shows up in their place. Hey. Gosh, how long is the flight versus the park? Okay, I'm looking up, how long is the flight from... How long is the flight? 3 hours and 30 minutes. I don't think you could get to the... Yeah, I don't think you could get to the airport before... Like, in time for the event. It starts at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard. I don't know, but maybe the slight time zone change would help. I don't know. I'm already stressed enough about parking. I'm not also gonna do math. But still, yeah, I don't know. I'd think about it. What else we got? I think I want the head to be tilted to the side more, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I know I drew it forward and then to the side and then forward and then to the side, but, like that angle with the neck. And then seeing the top of the ear, you're saying you'll manifest yourself there with the sheer power of mind. And then Magdala saying, good luck, Cheryl. Did I miss that or something? I don't remember that part. I mean, it's not going on a date with fetish guy now. It's just the long-standing, what do I even call that? Yeah, it's been like 17 dates or something. But yeah, it's great, like, getting free tickets to stuff, but I haven't been, like, familiar with the $20 cancellation fee for events kind of a thing. You're saying, how long do y'all wait before making a move? I made a move, like, virtually, I want to say, honestly, like, before the first date, because I just felt like we were chatting long enough. Felt like that was the same. That was where I was at, though. I don't know, now that I've tried that, I feel like I don't see the value of it. Say some good luck, don't dox you, don't be careful when you're gonna manifest there. Fun. You say first date, the third date, I was at like, I don't know, you know, despite everything, the memory still makes me smile. Yeah, the person that I'm going to see, like, went for a little kissy on the second date, and that was nice. I ran away right after because it was right before I was going. And because my mom was waiting in the car the entire time outside of the restaurant, and I was like nervous about the time limit that she was giving me because I wasn't a strong driver yet. And actually this dude and our 17 dates have really contributed to me being a stronger driver, I want to say. Okay, how much like chin is visible? 17th, fifth date. You're saying, brother, I'm 30 lashes short. I mean, you totally gotta ask, or just gotta figure out what kind of page you're on with the other person. Cause, yeah, you could get there sooner if you're like on the same page. But if by making a move you're like mean like a little kissy or somebody, okay, and then like this, and then some mouth. We're at the hour mark, and then was I envisioning short hair? Honestly, was I? But the older version has hair like this. This hairline over here, other hairline over here. That's some fun details. Glad to have that marked out. I feel like I want to see their older versions of the characters in this show in like more outfits, because what do you mean you got the crystals in your hair all the time? Is it all the time? Surely it cannot be. I don't know. Perhaps my imagination is too limited. All right. So that's where I've put the head. A loose sort of sketch after an hour. And then you're saying your life is long enough you can wait. And you're saying your dad passed at 62 if you're lucky. You're halfway through your gameplay. Wow. 62. My goodness. I have to knock on wood. I think my parents had me at a similar age to your parents, maybe. Or something like that. Hope they're gonna be okay. You're saying your life has gone on for way too long. Way longer than you intended to. You got time. You're 20 or 21, huh? Same though. What am I even doing? Being alive this long. Well, being considerate to other people, I hope. Alright. So I'm gonna be driving when the new Amazing Digital Circus episode airs. Driving around, but I don't know, maybe I'll bring my my old phone, second screen, watch that thing on. I feel like that'll work out fine. Yeah, so if I'm parked successfully, maybe an hour or 30 minutes or an hour after the episode airs, I could be watching it while waiting for the date. Alright, you're saying you've never had any kind of date. You don't have calendars, but for real, I also think there's no hope for me. Not at this point. But maybe, okay, maybe at this one though. Not at this point, but at that point, oh my goodness, your hopes and dreams. Do you want to be on dates? I mean, hey, I always think there's more hope than you might think. Dating apps are pretty bad. You probably find out more about people through social media. Met my girlfriend through Tumblr, you know? You're saying, sorry, I don't mean to give you the anxieties. Oh my goodness, the parental kinds. You're saying you've actually decided to embrace celibacy till you graduate from Popo school. Fuck the police? Coming straight from the underground? What? Okay. Marvelous, alright. I'll see you later. You're saying there's always time for everyone? I have to keep believing that too. You ever hear that like nasty phrase from, I don't know, misogynistic Japanese culture? The thing they say about ladies over 25. They call them Christmas cake because no one wants them after the 25th, huh? Alright, so what else we talk about? We're talking about 21. You take you on a date with him. Supposed to be gone by now. Like I always thought I would graduate and be gone. Man, that sucks. I don't know. You're meeting people who love and care about you, right? Hope so. Hope so. You're saying go get that date. I hope so. I don't know what I'm doing if I get stood up. Almost makes me wonder if I should save the episode until after I know if I'm getting stood up or not. Okay. Well, hey, maybe it'll go great. Have a good rest of your day, guys. Thanks for being here. We'll have some more drawing last time. You're asking if we can see Chunky Kirby before we go. Yeah, okay. A little chunk, a little bonk. Oh my goodness. And he has some TV head. Oh my gosh, I love the style. Oh, who was putting that down? Was that silly guy? And there's Chunky Kirby, about to get punted somewhere by the one. Okay, you're saying your BF would smother you if you saw your messages. Okay, and here we go. Great rest of your day. Right? Is it 10 or is it just so much